Hey everyone, it's Kim Souther. I am playing my Mark Wood 6-string electric cello today, and I'm going to be introducing you to several different types of pedals that I've been using. So the one that we're going to be looking at today is my delay pedal. It is a FlashbackII from TC Electric, and I'm going to go through all the different sounds that it's going to make on the cello one by one. It's a little different than if you hook it up into an electric guitar, and so I really wanted to make sure that my students understand the difference when you put it on a stringed instrument. So the first setting I'm going to show you today is the 2290, which is the first setting that you can put it on. I'm just playing the beginning of Mandalorian because it's fun and you can hear the difference between the few that you have here. So this is that one. So it's super clear. You can hear all of the echo effect. It's a great delay. I've got my delay currently set in on quarter notes, but I could make it a little faster too. I've got an eighth note setting and then kind of a fun, funky dotted setting, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this, if I put down my mesh pedal, so you can put down your mesh stomp pedal. Look, I'm a classical musician. If I mesh at the same time, that makes it hold a little bit longer, so I can actually essentially hold. Well, I'll just show you. Here's what it sounds like. And it'll just repeat that. My foot is actually on the pedal right now. And it holds it as long as I want to. And then I could actually essentially use that as a loop for myself. And that part doesn't have a delay on it. And then if I take my foot off, it just kind of gently fades away. So the next setting that we're going to use is Anna. This is what it sounds like with the beginning of Mandalorian. So not as clean, a little bit fuzzier, a little bit spacier. The mesh pedal sounds very Star Wars for this one. So if I play something, that is very fun. So that's just my foot coming on and off the pedal like I want to. That was a quick stomp. This is slow. So it is super fun and space agey, and it depends on how fast you put your foot down, and you can use it for some really cool effects on cello. The next setting is tape. Here it is. So a little faster, a little bit more intense. Here's what the mesh pedal does to it. It kind of just affects the delay a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot. So this is me putting my foot down nice and slow. So at the very end, once your foot gets down and it has the stomp box, the button kind of pushed down all the way, then it kind of really puts that pressure on. It makes it sound like this. This is me doing the button a little faster. The next setting is called Dynamic. Here's what it sounds like. So slightly different, but there is a little bit of difference in that. Here's what it sounds like if I use my mesh button. So it just kind of affects how long the delay occurs and kind of the intensity of it, in my opinion. So it kind of heightens it for a second. My foot is currently on the pedal, but it's a little bit more subtle than the others. The next setting is mod. So you can hear a little bit of difference in timbre and pitch. Here's what happens. It adds a little bit of a tri-chorus to it if you put the mesh down. A little different. I'll push down the pedal a little earlier. I find that with this particular setting, the upper notes are a little bit more obvious. Fluctuation in pitch. So I really like this one. This one is called Crystal. This is what it sounds like with this tune. Way to turn it off because it's a little overwhelming. Sounds like space aliens are attacking. And another thing, like if you turn off your pedal with your foot and then you turn it back on again, it actually comes back the same way. So you have to wait for it to kind of settle down. There it goes. So just on a simple note, here's what Crystal sounds like. So I think that if you're using this setting, you'd probably pull down your feedback and your levels just a little bit because it's a little bit loud, it's a little overwhelming. If I push down my mesh while I'm playing Crystal, this is what that sounds like. It just adds more shimmer, which is what they call that all those little shimmery sounds surrounding the main note. This is with the pedal down. Take my foot off and it just kind of gradually goes away. But it takes a really long time to do it. Here's the next setting. It's called reverse delay. So it's reverse delay. You can definitely hear that it's kind of the opposite of what the other delays were. And this is reverse delay with the pedal, which actually makes it a little bit more, I don't know, it's less delay. So it kind of tones it down a little. Great. There's a really nice loop feature on this too. There's just one channel of looping, and it's super easy to understand, but it just has the one channel. So showing that to you, you click the pedal, click it again, and then there you go. And then you can always adjust it and put something over top of it. Right? And then double click, just like with any other looper, double click and hold down and it stops. This particular pedal has 3 other settings too that I'm still getting used to and I'm going to do another segment on, and that is the tone print. So I've downloaded the app. It's pretty neat. You take your phone and it has all these great digital sounds that you can put on to any of those channels, and it will actually beam them to your pedal. So you just take it, get the app, the tone print app, put it on your phone, and then aim it towards your pickup, and voila, you have you can do as many as 3 different tone prints, put them on your pedal, and add them into whatever you're doing. So super cool stuff. That's another time though, and I'll show you how that works and how I'm gonna do it. There are actually two separate ways to do that. It's actually with the phone, and also there's a USB that you can use and do it straight from your computer. So I said I would show you the different types of delay. The delays that I've been using have been quarter notes. Here's what a delay, you can do the setting. It looks like at the top, just like with any delay pedal, you can pull it down and use eighth notes instead. And then the other setting that you can do is actually a quarter plus a dotted eighth for a delay. It's easier if you just play, and it just creates the nice little rhythm for you. So as we go along, I'll add different pedals. We're going to start with one pedal at a time so you can get used to what that exact pedal does, what its capabilities are. And then as we add on, or as people send me pedals to try out and experiment with, we'll put them on a board and we'll hook them together, and then you can see how pedals can complement one another actually. So I hope you learned something from today. I hope you had fun kind of hearing the different sounds on cello. And good luck. Get out there. Try it.